When we started our business, we didn't spend any money on marketing or advertising because we didn't have any to spend. But I want to tell you how we get the best advertising without spending a dime. All right, so in the early days, we didn't set aside money in our budget for advertising. I remember one day a lady came to our pie shop, and if you've been a long-time customer, you can remember seeing us standing around that big maple top baking table. Everyone's rolling out pies and baking pies, and the ovens were behind us. So a lady came in and wanted to talk to the owner. And of course, I'm up to my elbows and, cherry pie filling and pie dough and everything. I'm like, oh, I gotta stop what I'm doing and go talk to somebody. She's probably trying to sell me something. I go to the front, and sure enough, she was selling ads in the local newspaper. Wanted to know if we wanted to purchase, a full-page ad, a half-page ad. Of course, they always start at the $850 ad and go down to $350. And that was a lot of money for us back in those days. And as much as I wanted to advertise, we didn't have a lot of money to put newspaper ads in. And I'm talking 1993. We didn't have Facebook, we didn't have Instagram or Twitter. It was all either newspaper, TV, or radio, and those are still very expensive to this day. We did buy a few little ads here and there, and we tried to measure it to see if it was working for us. We might put a coupon in there or something like that and just try to track how many coupons come back. So if you're in business, if you are a startup and you're trying to track and measure, it's always best to offer some kind of a coupon, see how many come back, see if it's worth your dollars. So anyway, she wanted to sell us an ad, and I'm like, well, how did you hear about Achatz Pie? How did you make your way here? And she said, well, I was uptown at the local restaurant and having lunch, and I asked them, where's the best place that I can go and get dessert and a cup of coffee? And of course the restaurant said, well, we sell pie here. We've got the greatest pie. We get it from Achatz Pie Company. Are you not aware of Achatz Pie? They're just right up the road. And so it was really great for me to hear that our local restaurant, Papa's, was telling this lady about Achatz Pies, right? Another fellow business person recommending us. That was awesome. Then she went over to the Cozy Corner Saloon, and she probably had a beer, and she asked them, where do you recommend I can go and get a dessert and a cup of coffee? And they said, well, Achatz Pies, of course. They're right up the street. What do you know? They're famous in these parts. So it was really great for her to tell me these stories at how many people recommended Achatz Pie for dessert and a coffee. And I said, well, we haven't advertised in any of the newspaper, but yet you've still heard about us. So at that point, it really dawned on me that good word to mouth, other businesses, other people recommending us, that's the best form of advertising that you can get. When people recommend you to their friends and family, then that's really great. You can't pay for that kind of marketing, right? So we ask for reviews. We ask people to go to our Facebook, go to Google, go to Yelp, and recommend us. And on a scale from 0 to 10, would your customers recommend you, with 10 being the highest? We have surveyed our customers asking that question in the past. Would you recommend us to your family and your friends on a scale from 0, meaning no, absolutely no, to 10, meaning absolutely, wholeheartedly yes. So we do get a lot of 10s. A lot of people really love our product and wholeheartedly recommend us, and that is the best marketing that you can get. So most importantly, you have to have a really great product, right? So what do you do? What do you sell? What do you make? Are people talking about it? Are they raving about it? It's got to be really super high quality no matter what you're doing. Are you baking? Do you have a restaurant? Are you a filmmaker? Whatever you're doing, it's got to be quality. People are going to talk about it if it's really great quality. So number 2, you have to have really great customer service. We knew that word to mouth was great. We knew that the product had to be high quality. And then we also knew, hand in glove, great service fits right with all that too. So we teach great service. We have a class called The Art of Giving Great Service that I learned from Zingerman's, and that's another way to get good reviews from your customers. So all of you business people, all of you entrepreneurs that are watching my channel, something that you have today, of course, that we didn't have back in 1993 is social media. Oh man, you've got it at your fingertips. It's so great to get the word out, let people know what you're doing. As an example, my son is a big fan of ICP here in Detroit. Do you know who ICP is? The Insane Clown Posse. They've been around for a long time. Josh brought ICP some pies. He's been doing some networking. He's been doing some stuff. He was at their concert out front. So my son Zach decorated some pies with ICP's little logo, and they actually put it on their Instagram, on their feeds, so that was quite an honor. They loved the pies. They were happy to get these pies that were totally decorated with Violent J and Shaggy Two Dope's little clown faces. It was so cute. So they wished us much clown love, and we wish them much pie love right back at you. I highly recommend their book. They're pretty smart business guys, these two guys from Detroit, and their entire team. So where they came from the streets of Detroit to where they are now, and their entire huge fan base of juggalos, but a great Detroit story of rags to riches, you know, starting from the street and where they are now. It's really impressive. So lots of great business advice in that book for you. If you have a company, a business that has a logo, we can put that on top of your pies as well. We've got a really great corporate pie program. If you order $500, I think it's $500 or more, you get 15% off of our retail store prices. So that's a really great idea for the holidays, for your gift giving, for your clients and your employees. So if you want to place a corporate order, just go to our website and it's right there on the order page. If not, give us a call and we can discuss it. We just did a big corporate order, 145 pies, and they chose 2 flavors, and we're actually going to deliver it right to their headquarter office in Sterling Heights. So that was really exciting for us. And if you're not in the Metro Detroit area, you can go to our Pies That Fly program, and we can ship out pies to all of your clients all across the country. We actually did a little video on that with Michael here. We're going to put a link below to show you that little video of Michael and the whole Pies That Fly shipping team. Don't forget, the best thing for your business is genuine word to mouth from your customers. What are they saying about you? Things never change. Okay, so I'll see you next Wednesday at 6:45 in the morning, where we post a new video on YouTube. Speaking of social media, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Share it with a friend. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.